All right, here's one of the items that we got at Ollie's. I don't know if you have an Ollie's where you are. That's Ollies. But they are known for their discount items, and they have everything in the world. It's very similar to a Big Lots, but I think it's better than Big Lots now. It's kind of like Big Lots used to be before their prices got so high. And this is an 80 count of K-Cups, and there's 4 flavors in here: the French vanilla, the Jamaican me crazy, hazelnut cream, and vanilla hazelnut. And it was $24.99 for this box of K-Cups, and that will last us quite a while, more than a month. And you know, K-Cups are very expensive when you go to buy them, and I think that Ollie's has the best prices of any place. So we picked those up today, and then what is not shown is a very large bag of Meow Mix Cat Food. It was the name brand. It's the brand that our cats will eat, and it was only $9.99, and at Walmart that same bag is about $14.99. So we saved money there. And those were the 2 things that we bought, and it was about $35 that we spent there. And then at our Salvage grocery store, we spent $35 there as well. And I will show you the items that we got. I'm going to have hot dogs one night this coming week, and so I picked up these buns. They're breads. Now, if you can find them when their breads are there, they usually have Pepperidge Farms, and they're so fresh. And I've even bought a bunch of them and frozen them because the bread is 75 cents. Any breads that they have that's Pepperidge Farms is 75 cents. And you can see the price on this was 2 for $5. So I picked these up, and that was all like the bread that they had. I wish they had had more. Then these Belvitas, now the chocolate ones, the dark chocolate cream, they were buy one get one free, and I didn't even know that until I got to the register. And so they were $1.79 a piece, and you were bought one and got one free. Now the peanut butter ones were $1.50. And so these are really great. I think I've told you this before. My husband likes these to put in the office or in his car for when his blood sugar goes crazy. And so we thought we'd pick some of these up. And then we got this pumpkin pie spice creamer, and it's the 24 single creamers, and it was $1.50. We bought these steaks. They were $8.57. Looks like it's going to be a little Valentine meal for us on the grill coming up. And these peanuts, this was 18 ounces for just $1.99. The country ham, I know that I've shown you this before, the Daniel Boone country ham. These are just $1 each. And I actually make these on my Foreman grill just like I do bacon. And it's very quick and easy. So I can throw that on. Sometimes we have it in the morning for breakfast. And sometimes if I make beans and slaw and things like that, we'll have it at nighttime with dinner. They had these Bisquick buttermilk biscuit mixes. The little bag of mix was only 69 cents. So I got a couple of those. Then this cute little perfect size heart-shaped cake, and since I got the angel food cake and it was fresh today and it was only $1.50, I was going to get some strawberries to pour over the top of that and serve. I might save this to another time other than this week, and it will last even on up into the springtime when my husband and I celebrate our 33rd wedding anniversary. I can't believe I'm saying that, but we will have this at some time that is special for us. And then also for Valentine's, we got this organic apple cider that we'll enjoy, sparkling cider. These cookies, I think they were $1.25 for these. And then these cookies were only 33 cents each. And they were 3 for 99 cents. They're the Annie's Homegrown Cookie Bites. They're made with organic wheat. And they're a pretty big bag. They're like 5.5 ounces. And so I thought I would get some of those. I can even share those with the grandchildren. And then here, the Heinz 57 sauce. You know, the name brand Heinz 57 is pretty expensive. And when I go to the grocery store, I always get the generic brand. But even the generic brand is usually like maybe $2.57 or so. And this was only $1.99. So the date on this is through next year. So I went ahead and got 2 of those. And then the ketchup was not on any fantastic deal. It was $1, and that's about the going price that you're going to find at any place you search for. But I needed some to replace my stockpile. I had used my last bottle the last time that I got up in there to put some in the fridge, so I'm replacing that with this. And our Aldi right now is closed for renovation, and it is driving me nuts. It's not going to open up until I think the second week in March maybe, something like that, or maybe during the first week of March. So we have several more weeks to go, and it's been closed for several weeks. And that is where I usually get my ketchup and mustard and even my dressings and a lot of different items that I use in produce. And so I'm missing them now that it's been this many weeks. And the town that we were in today, which is the next town over, their Aldi's is also being renovated. So they were not open, or I would have stopped in there and especially picked up some of their fruits and produce items, because you really can't beat the prices on that. And then I picked up these two things. These are for the grandkids. I'm going to give them to the moms and let them work with the grandkids at home on these. The Oreo Dirt Cups. It includes the gummy worms, the crumbs, and the pudding, and they can put that together for a little fun one day when they're bored. So that is my haul that I picked up for $35, and then another $35 that we spent at Ollie's. And I will have to run to the grocery store. I'm going to need to get some slaw mix. I need some raisins to make my oatmeal bars. And it seems like there's one other thing that I'm needing right now. But so far, I'm trying to write out the groceries that I have already purchased and stretch those out, because I do have some things in my freezer. Thank you so much, friends, for coming along and seeing my haul today. See you next time. Bye-bye.